Okay, folks, to find the sum of all interior angles for a 24 gon, we could use the n minus 2 times 180 formula. And so if we plug 24 in for n, that's going to give us 24 minus 2 times 180, and that gives us 22 times 180, which ends up being 3,960 degrees. That's where that number comes from. Now the sum of all exterior angles, that's always 360. Every time it's 360, okay? So the way I like to figure out one exterior angle is I draw part of the shape. Now, you might disagree, like, there's no way this thing's going to have 24 sides, and I'd probably agree with you on that. There's just, this looks more like maybe an octagon or something like that, but I really don't care what it looks like. It's just for my brain, to look at and go, okay, I want one exterior angle, and if there was one exterior angle at each one of the vertices, there'd be 24 of them, right? So 24x, I'll call this x right here, okay? 24x equals 360. If I divide by 24 on both sides, I end up with 15 degrees, okay? So my exterior angle is 15 degrees, so let's put 15 right here. That means that the interior angle, right? The interior angle right over here, it has to be 180 minus 15. So I go 180 minus 15. Let's see, that's going to give me 165, right? So this is 165. That's where this number comes from right there. All right. The sides in a parallelogram, opposite sides, I should say, are equal to each other. So I set them equal to each other, solve for y. I set them equal to each other, and I solve for x. All right, so that's how I get my x and my y. To get the angle, that's a different story. If this angle here is 59 degrees, this angle over here is 59 also. That's what I've got written right in that little angle right there. It's 59, okay? And this angle is 49, so I added 59 and 49. I got 108. So between these two angles, there's 108 degrees used up. So let's see, out of 180 for a triangle, I've used up 108. So that leaves me with 72 degrees for that angle right there, okay? So that's where the 72 comes from. Now, let's see here. Let me hide this for a second. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, so the mid-segment is the average of the two bases. That means that if it drops by 4 from one base to the mid-segment, it's got to drop by 4 again to get down to the other base. So, look, let me write something on here. This, from here to here, 19 to 15, is subtract 4. So from 15 down, if we go down 4 more, that puts us at 11. That's where the 11 comes from, right there. All right? Are there other ways of doing it? Yes, you could say, like, I don't know what this is, so I could go x plus 19 divided by 2 is all equal to 15. But I think this is kind of the harder way of doing the problem. I think it's probably easier just to say, hey, it's dropping by, this is a 15 right here, right? It's dropping by 4 to get down to here. It's dropped by another 4 to get down to the other base. Okay, so it tells me that this thing's a rhombus. Rhombus have all 4 sides equal. So as soon as I realize these two sides are equal, I set them equal to each other, and I solve for x. So I subtracted 2x from both sides. I added 4 to both sides. Divide by 2, x is 4. I hope I'm making that clear. This is how the test corrections, I want you to go back through each one that you missed and write down the correct work, and then you'll turn that back in. Okay? Thanks for watching my video. Appreciate it.